minus 5 method points plus 15 sanity point. Oh, you're here. Hello. Oh, I'm just putting the finishing touches on the Mousetrap in preparation for it to air this Saturday, June 15th at 8:15 p.m. as part of a very special online Here Now festival, which, as you know, is usually a live event that happens in Kansas City, Missouri every year that celebrates vocal arts, radio drama, and... Right, so the Mousetrap is a Shakespeare, the one... Right, that is a better place to start. So, entertain conjecture of a time where... Right, yes, exactly. Where, for whatever counterfactual reason you want to come up with, William Shakespeare of Stratford, the playwright. No, William, the son of the Glover, the one who wrote the plays. Right. For whatever reason, he has achieved a sort of agnostic godhead status in our culture. We venerate the bard, not just for his plays, but really for the experience, the communitas, the unity that happens between the actor and the audience when the performances happen, how we all learn, evolve, and grow and unify through those experiences. Right. So, in addition to that, you remember when we used to have live sporting events? Right, yeah. A Shakespeare takes Shakespeare's text and puts it into a competitive format. So it's part improv, it's part script, but it is all Shakespeare. And there are chapters all over the country and the world, and we are seeing the Kansas City chapter at work, and they are a good chapter. Right, so... True, but in actual historical terms, going to see the theater in the Elizabethan period, going to see a Shakespeare play in their original performances was a lot more like a modern sporting event. We used to have live modern sporting events. People were up, people were raucous, people were shouting at the players, they were dancing. That spirit we want to bring back to Shakespeare performance as part of the purpose of this as well. So it's concept, but it's real. Right. So 2 years ago at the festival, we had Shakes Rumble. What Shakes Rumble is, again, very briefly, is a two-actor monologue competition in a bracketed tournament. Two actors go up, they make eye contact, they start two different monologues at the same time. If one of them goes up on their lines or forgets the lines or even looks away, they are out and the next person goes on to the next part of the competition. Right. So, okay, so this takes a little bit of background. So there's a great improv play in the real world. This is the real world now, called Point Break Live. Came out of Seattle Fringe a few years ago. It's a great show. I've seen it a couple times. They asked the question, can you do Point Break, a stage version of the movie Point Break, if you pull someone from the audience that night to be the main character? Right. Yes, exactly. True, but that injury was rough. Right. So what we did was we posited, could you do Hamlet, Prince of Denmark, instead of Point Break, by pulling someone from the audience, have them audition, and have the audience choose them to be their champion for that evening. And they have a full cast around them, and that cast does an adapted version, about 1 hour, of the full play, and supports them and kind of aids them in their journey. Oh, you bet. Well, again, 100%, but in the actual spirit of Shakespeare, who lifted a lot of his major plays from earlier versions of his play. Right, and Hamlet, too. Snap. What he did really was take these older plays and put his own kind of spin on it to make it the thing that we really remember about that play. Right, so in this version, aside from the pulling the actor from the audience, what we also did was what if we turned it into kind of a live action video game, a la esports or Gamelit, and have that actor playing, or whoever it is, they're now an actor, playing Hamlet, navigate the play and the pitfalls and the rises of the play, and as they go about it, they are scored by stats that go up and down depending on how well or how badly they do. And depending on their choices, they can see whether they can survive the whole thing. Well, it normally is, but the Game Dram Lit version doesn't necessarily have to be. Okay, so I'm glad you asked. Here they are in order of appearance in the play. Philip Proctor, Robert Fass, whoever plays Hamlet, Lauren Ezzo, Eric Jason Martin, Scott Brick, Lisa Flanagan, PJ Ochlan, Bill Dufris, Delaney Cinnamon, Sean Allen Pratt, Dion Graham, and myself, who is the director and adapter, but also the announcer. Yes, so go to hearnowfestival.org, and that's HEAR festival.org, or through social media. Look on the schedule, look for the link to click, and again, 8:15, Saturday, June 13th, online. Yes, that's the thing. Right, that's the thing that you'll watch. It's right. No, but don't you...